Welcome to our video on how social media affects body image. We will be answering the big question of how gender and sexuality portrays in the media can affect adolescents. We interviewed several UNC students to see how social media had affected their views on body image.
What body standards are set for women in the media?
Well, I think that mainly being skinny.
You know, like the hourglass figures and that fit in that specific category.
That would more be just having a slim figure.
So a lot of ads show models who have beautiful bodies. They're very athletic looking, and people want to be like those models and look like them.
What body standards are set for men in the media?
Body standards set for men, that would be height is a big one. Being over 6 feet tall is a big deal for a lot of people.
I think that also being skinny and being muscular. So maybe men that are seen as more muscular or just seen as more stronger.
What you hear being discussed here are terms such as body image, which is one's thoughts, feelings, and behaviors towards one body, and body dissatisfaction, which is low self-esteem and poor self-image related to one's body, which is often connected to eating disorders. You also hear gender stereotypes being discussed, most of which start early. In cartoons, girls are much more likely to be portrayed as underweight, and men are more likely to appear muscular, well-built, and tall. They also are portrayed through unrealistic figures, such as figures like Barbie or action figures, and women are sexualized with their clothing. They're shown partially nude and extremely thin in the media, which occurs far more than men.
Do you feel that women are over-sexualized in the media?
Yeah.
I feel like yes and no.
Give an example.
Kim Kardashian is over-sexualized, and she plays into it now, but that's the media's fault.
See it as much with men, but in the women, it's kind of if you don't have a butt, or if you don't have this slim waist, you're too fat, you're not skinny enough. But then if you're too skinny, you look anorexic, and people are gonna tell you that there's something wrong with you.
So what is the impact of all the things that these people are discussing? Well, studies have shown that through seeing this ideal body, that women are more likely to want to adopt that image for themselves. Media exposure is associated with body dissatisfaction, eating behaviors, and internalizing an idea of thinness. This is most true for adolescents and emerging adults.
Do you think that ultra-fit celebrities can contribute to body shaming?
Yes. Yeah. I feel like it makes it really hard to feel happy in your own skin when you're looking at all of these super famous people, and you feel like, oh, they look better than me, oh, they do this better than me, they're more athletic than me, they're more fit than me.
Yeah, because it's oh, here's the standard, this is what you should do.
What's being discussed here is the hypersexuality in social media that can often be displayed by celebrities. Hyperfemininity is girls using their physical features and sexuality in order to attract men, and this is related to their sexualization of their bodies as a whole. Hypermasculinity is boys tending to engage in dominant and tough guy behavior through showing off their muscles. So the impact of body image from social media is truly mixed findings, but some studies do find association with poor body image and time spent on social media.
How can you combat these unrealistic expectations?
Just increased awareness and being yeah, this isn't what you have to look like, and it's okay if you don't.
I think it starts with either or both a more positive environment and focusing on yourself first, because what other people say doesn't necessarily matter that much if you're sure in yourself.
Just do whatever you want and don't care what other people think about whatever you're posting.
More representation. You should have all types of body types.
It is possible to use social media in a more positive light to combat these expectations. There are body positive role models out there, and studies have shown that body positivity on Instagram in this particular study did promote a positive body image. Campaigns like this can combat negative self-ideals and self-image. Social media has people that are not represented in the mainstream media, people of all body types and abilities.